Hello kids, it's Daryl here with another Mandela Effect Earth update, kinda. Gotta admit, it's been forever since I was able to get on here and have a look around. Life's just gotten a bit busy with a lot of stuff. But mainly I'm here to satisfy my own curiosity and at least see how messed up my own country is, which is bad. I mean, start with the obvious, the missing North Pole ice cap up here. I see it's still MIA. Crazy. And we know Google Earth is Google Earth. It is what it is, but I have found enough supporting evidence, eyewitness people, pilots that fly over that area, stuff like that, to know that they're gone. And yet here in good old Canada, they just introduced a new carbon tax on us this year to protect those poor melting ice caps. And everyone's gonna go ahead and tuck their heads up their asses and pay it, like they always do, and not question anything. Man, look at Vancouver Island. Does that look like an island to you guys? I mean, it's called Vancouver Island for a reason. It used to be friggin' island. I know at least one of you subs used to live out here. You should know this area well enough to know that, I mean, taking the ferry from Vancouver down, where did we land down here? Was it Sydney or... I think it was, yeah, Sydney. That's not the actual Shorts Bay. That's where it lands. And you used to come by a couple of these islands. Like, I remember I always used to look forward to it because a lot of times on at least one of them you'd see a pretty large group of seals out just chilling in the sun. Always looked forward to that part. But all these long finger islands in here and shit, these just, they don't belong. They weren't here. It used to be a nice highway right up the coast, like you came down off the ferry through Sydney and down to Victoria, did your stuff, and then there was a nice highway up through Bamberton Park and Cowichan Bay, all up through here, Duncan, the city of murals. It's got pretty much every building, I believe, has a mural on it. The whole thing, but yeah, you could, many places along this highway, you were looking out into ocean, not across at other land. It just wasn't the way it was. This ain't the Vancouver Island I grew up with. I mean, ships of any size used to be able to come through on any side they wanted. That's obviously not possible now. But, wow, yeah, okay. Looks like Alaska and Russia are still coming together pretty good. But even that, you know what, to be honest, I don't know if I just pulled this thing up a bit before I started looking to check out some of, like, our land bridge from Japan, for instance, up to, where is it? Up to, oh, I got my world all sideways here. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, our land bridge up to Russia here from Japan. And some other ones, the one from Hawaii. Kind of checked a bunch of them out and see how they were going. And to be honest myself, I can't remember because it's been too long since I was keeping an eye on this daily, but I don't recognize all that much change, so I don't really know what to make of that for sure, other than it does kind of fit with some new theories I'm coming up with as to just what it is exactly we're seeing here when we're looking at our lovely fake ball, which, for any of you who don't know, this whole round sphere spinning, whizzing ball through space thing is absolute bullshit. And for anybody interested in truly finding out the truth, I know it's repulsive at first to think you've been fooled that bad, but I was the same way. I mean, when I first came across the flat earth theory, I knew it would take me less than 10 minutes to debunk it. I hopped on the internet to do just that, and all I did was proved it to myself and really made myself feel fucking stupid for not being able to see it so clearly so much longer ago. Because, I mean, it's so easily provable everywhere where I've gone out in person even to do the experiments. You can prove flat earth everywhere. I haven't found anywhere where I can't do that. I just can't find the fucking curve anywhere. I can't find no hump to water anywhere. And I've looked. Trust me, when I do research, I truly do research. I'm looking for truth and accurate knowledge. I'm not looking to support a belief or some other opinion I've already got or whatever, like most people do. Even when it comes to hardcore shit, like religion. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a Christian because mainly I didn't want to be associated with the way most of them behaved when they ran around calling themselves Christ-like. But in general theory, I did believe that there was a God and the general Bible story and whatever. And unfortunately, through living it out over 20, 30 years, like many other things, I was able to find the truth in it and find out that it's just another big part, religion period, another big part of the whole scam by the few families of people that are controlling all of this that isn't what you think it is. And that's kind of really the real reason why I'm even doing this video. It's going to be pretty short and sweet. I know the Earth Changes stuff is pretty interesting and whatever, but right now, as many of you I'm sure are aware, we got such bigger problems on our hands, like everywhere, but the spark that's going to set things off for us, I believe, is going to be in North Korea. Yeah, of course, we're talking about the big one. It's finally here. God damn it, where the frig is Asia? Here we go. Yeah, because, I mean, any of you people that aren't up to speed with what's really going on in your life, in your world, in the world we live in, we don't live in free democratic societies. We're not living in an environment where we freely choose and be the free will creatures that our Creator intended us to be. It's just not the case. There's people controlling everything, literally freaking everything, even the choices you think you have between all those products, all those foods, all those clothes, all those cars. They're not choices. They're the options they've left you, that they've chosen to give you. Fuck. You know? And anyway, anybody who's spent a whole lifetime watching world events and trying to figure stuff out from a biblical perspective and rational perspective, every perspective. It was quite a while ago, the wife and I kind of came to the conclusion that, I mean, you can't come to any solid conclusions on anything in a world that's all imaginary, that's made up by people that you have no control over, and you can only take bits and pieces of the evidence and try to figure out their next move. But regardless, North Korea and that poor guy, whatever dim dum dum fuck he's I mean, what do we really know about him? Do we know anything? I mean, they're not a real open society, really, but I mean, short of talking to anybody who's truly lived there and knows, what do we really know about him, other than the fact that it really, really strongly looks like he is going to be the spark that's used to set off World War III. There just ain't no other way to put it. That's exactly, I know it may not seem like it, but people, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but you really should be concerned that the goings on right now, as we speak, this very minute, with in and around the North Korean peninsula here, there's a really good chance that you're going to witness the beginning of World War III. And sadly enough, there's many reasons to believe the whole fucking thing ain't going to take more than an hour or two. But we know how they like to drag things out and torture us too, right? So it could just be the ignition to get things going, and it could take a few days, or who knows, maybe even a few weeks to actually do the deed or whatever, but it's going to be pretty short and sweet when it comes about. So anyway, for a lot of reasons, there's probably a lot of good, it would make sense to keep an eye on what's going on out there over the Easter weekend, just because tying everything together, connecting a lot of dots, like religious, political, economical, like a lot of dots. Even right down to, like, what a coincidence should North Korea, this nuclear nut job, wing nut that has to be dealt with yet. Look at who he borders with. You got South Korea, who of course is nothing more than a U.S. base. Then you got China and Russia are the only other two countries that border with North Korea. What a coincidence, eh? What a coincidence. When you look at who China and Russia are. They're next to the U.S. And I mean, I use all these terms loosely, but they're the biggest superpowers and players in the game right now, and they're gonna be for the big WW3, obviously. So what a coincidence. Here they are, sitting there, the only two people bordered up with North Korea, and events coming to a head that they are as they are. But anywho, the main purpose of this video is to let y'all know I can't do enough videos. I can't do enough Earth updates to get enough truth to enough people as quick as you may need it. So the only thing I can think of doing is running a live stream sort of thing on the channel for, I don't know, at least all of Easter weekend. I know many of you I believe you got families to hang with and stuff, and things you'd rather be doing for sure, but for those of you that don't, I don't know what else to do, because I can't, all the information we have and all the truth that we're aware of that is and does and will and has affected everybody for so long, it's not something we just, it's not a paragraph out of something we read or fucking something we overheard somewhere or whatever, man. It's a lifetime of good, honest hearts with nothing but good intentions, always truly looking for truth and wisdom and knowledge and wanting to understand the right way to go and how to do things right, you know? And always with the belief that maybe, who knows, just in case there is somebody keeping score here, you know, let's try and stay on the right side of that. And So we got a story to share and lots of information to share. So also got things to do too, but basically that's what I'll be doing is I'll figure out how to do the Google chat thing there, and I'll get a live stream running. I think you should be able to just go to the channel and there should be a link there to it or something. I'm not sure. I'll get it set up so you can find your way there, hopefully, I'm sure. And as long as I'm just sitting around here keeping an eye on stuff myself, we can chat. Hopefully we can get to know each other a little bit. Somebody will drop in. I know in the live chat thing there, you'll be able to put a face to the name too, because I'm sure I can have my mug in the corner there or whatever, because we got a lot of heavy shit to cover. You're not going to take it serious, or you shouldn't. I can take it serious from some goomba that ain't even willing to show himself, sort of thing, right? So, whatever, there it is. There's your Earth update. Our Earth is fucked. We're all fucked. We got some serious shit coming, and we got the usual mainstream media. Unfortunately, that's the thing. The biggies, the ones that pretend to tell you the truth, fucking CNN and Fox and those, they're all, you gotta understand how to know what they're saying, and the fact that they're all talking about this in the real way they are, and none of our local stations are. It tells a big story. Yeah, well, that's part of it. Yeah, exactly. There's everything, the stock market, all of it's just hanging by a thread. Look at this. Here's a, oh no, that's not good. Yeah, there you go. See, I kind of depend on this to pull out some stuff to feed me and the missus and shit. And how the fuck do you do that? It's all like that. So yeah, I guess that's one reason they don't want to share for sure. But yeah, that's the thing. There's just so much information to share and so many things to talk about. And hopefully there'll be lots of you guys with questions. Probably lots of you scared. You should be. We're literally looking at World War III, folks. And we're looking at the end of a long and carefully played out plan that's basically, I don't know exactly how many players body-wise there are in the game, but it boils back to a dozen, actually 13. The baker's dozen is where that comes from, because there's 13 families that the bloodlines they know who they are, and they're the ones controlling you and your life. Whether you can feel it or not, they've got their hand right up your ass playing puppet with you. And you need to learn this and understand this and understand what their plan is, that it's all laid out. In fact, that's part of what we'll do. If we're just sitting here all day chatting and watching the news and seeing what's coming, I'll try to walk you through to some of the places where you can get good information quick to find out what the plan is for us and where we're at in time right now. So anyways, time to all get real, and hopefully lots of you'll come back. I know I'm probably going to lose a lot of the Christians, but I really admonish you to not just go away mad. At least come and be willing to. You ask me, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I've never been that narrow-minded, even as a Christian, that I would hang on to a belief when confronted with rational, real, logical evidence that I could look at and see and taste and touch that should have. I ran into that stuff that caused me to question shit. I questioned shit, and you gotta not be offended. I don't mean to diss Jesus or nothing like that, but we We were all duped, man. All of us, and we still are being, and you gotta find that out. Because you're gonna need to pack a little backpack and shit and be a little bit ready for... Because it's gonna get a little rough before it gets a little better. So, anyway, the invite's there. Keep an eye on the channel. Hopefully I'm up early. I'm in mountain time, so the thing will probably be up by 5 or 6 a.m. A lot of mornings, who knows. And pop in, say hi. Be glad to get to know you. And questions, too. I don't know everything. I don't know nothing. Fuck, that's all I know. Every day, the more I study, the more I learn I don't know shit. So, bring your questions and we'll go, what else can we do but do what everyone else does and go to sources. I have learned that, where to go to get some real information sometimes instead of just go and get lied to. So we'll all do it together. We'll try to figure out some real truth, and I can try and share some of the shit we have figured out already, and hopefully you'll be able to get it, because there ain't a lot of time to go learn stuff for yourself that you should have by now. So you're either... I mean, see, that's a big part of this hanging out with you, too, and showing my face and whatever, right? 'Cause there's so much to cover. You ain't got time to go and verify it all, even. You're just gonna have to fucking decide in your gut whether you fucking trust me or you don't, and let that help you decide what to believe and what not to, man, because your very life may very well depend on it. So, anyway, 'tis what it is. I hope to see some of you there, and really look forward to some of you. I'm really eager to. You've really exhibited some ability for critical thinking and open-mindedness, and I'm really hoping to get to work with you. So, y'all have a great day, and take care. Bye-bye.